You find yourself stranded far from home, no resources, no allies, no clear path forward. For most, this would feel like the end, a moment to surrender, to despair. But for one man, it was the spark that ignited a lifetime of meaning. Meet Zeno of Cyprus, once a prosperous merchant, until fate swept away everything he held dear. His ship shattered on the rocky shores of Athens, leaving him lost, empty-handed, and uncertain. With nothing left to lose, he stumbled into a modest bookshop. There, he discovered the teachings of Socrates, a philosopher who challenged the way we think about life itself. This encounter transformed Zeno's journey. He became a student, then a teacher, not just of ideas, but of how to live with courage, clarity, and grace. He founded a way of life known as Stoicism, a philosophy forged in the fires of adversity, guided by reason, virtue, and self-control. Stoicism asks us not to control the uncontrollable, but to master our own minds and actions. The name comes from the Stoa Poikile, a painted colonnade in Athens where seekers gathered to explore life's deepest questions. Today, when we call someone stoic, we think of calmness under pressure. But true stoicism is far richer, a mindset that equips us to thrive amid chaos. The Stoics saw the universe as a web of cause and effect, a rational whole they called the logos. And in this vast cosmos, the one thing we truly possess is our character. Rather than wishing for a perfect world, the Stoic embraces this imperfect one, living with honesty, resilience, and purpose. Their path rests on four pillars: wisdom, knowing what to do, even when the way is unclear; temperance, balancing our desires and impulses; justice, acting with fairness, even when it's difficult; and courage, facing life's challenges head-on, not just on battlefields, but in everyday choices. Seneca, one of Stoicism's greatest voices, reminded us, sometimes the bravest thing we can do is simply keep living. But Stoicism was never a retreat from society. It was radical, calling for compassion and equality, even in times when injustice ruled. Seneca boldly proclaimed the shared humanity of all people, challenging the norms of his day. True Stoics aimed not just to endure life, but to improve it. One of the greatest Stoic leaders was Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor through wars, plagues, and personal grief. He rose each day with purpose and reflection, documenting his thoughts in what we now call meditations, a timeless guide to inner strength. Centuries later, this wisdom reached a man imprisoned for decades for fighting injustice, Nelson Mandela. In the depths of confinement, Mandela found solace and resolve in Marcus's words. When he walked free, he chose forgiveness over revenge, reconciliation over bitterness. Because Stoicism teaches us, we cannot undo the past, but we can rise above it and build something better. Though the school of Stoicism faded long ago, its spirit endures in philosophers, activists, leaders, and anyone striving to meet life with calm and courage. Thinkers like Thomas Aquinas intertwined Stoic virtues with faith. Buddhism echoes Stoic peace of mind in its own quest for enlightenment. Epictetus, a powerful Stoic teacher, said, "It's not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them." This insight paved the way for modern therapies that help reshape how we think and heal. Viktor Frankl, a survivor of the Holocaust, built on this truth. Even in unimaginable darkness, we have the power to choose meaning. So when life breaks you down, remember Zeno. When leadership tests your soul, remember Marcus. When injustice seems unstoppable, remember Mandela. And when the storm of life arrives, don't just survive. Rise. Because Stoicism isn't about feeling numb. It's about becoming unbreakable.